Hi guys, welcome to the first lesson of this course. First of all, I want to thank you for purchasing it. It really means a lot to me. But before we can start on this course, I want to point out that all of my lessons are full HD 1080p quality. So if your video is a little fuzzy or a little blurry, this is because you're not watching in HD. So make sure to check if the video is on HD or not. If you can't find the button, please contact Udemy and they will help you out. So let me just give you a quick introduction to this course. There's 9 sections. And then the 10th section is actually going to be a summary of the entire course, as well as we're going to check if you've learned everything that you want to learn. And if you didn't, it's going to be very easy to jump back to one of the sections that you need some more help with. Then once you've completed this entire course, you're going to head over to youtube.com/pgmpiano, and I've got over 200 free lessons for you guys for specific songs. Okay, so it's not going to be theory like this course, it's going to be specific songs. So let's say you want to learn Someone Like You by Adele, you can simply click on that lesson, start watching straight away, and I'm going to tell you how to play that song with the same setup as you see right here, with the piano at the bottom and all of the notes at the top. So that's going to be extremely easy. I'm also going to teach you how to read the slides I put above the piano and how you can get the most use out of them. So having said that, I've divided this course into 3 main parts. The first 3 sections are going to be sort of an introduction to piano. Now if you've already been playing for a little bit, you may be able to skip them, but you know, I just watch them anyway because you never know if you're going to learn something new. Then you've got a choice. If you want to learn the basics of music theory, you're going to continue with section 4, 5 and 6. If you want to go straight into playing songs, you're going to head over to section 7, 8 and 9. Or if you want to do both, you're better off to start at section 4 and just work your way through the entire course. Now let me just tell you this. I know that if I were you, I'd jump straight ahead to section 7 right now and start learning to play cool songs. I also know now that I'd be wrong. It's really important that you follow section 1, 2 and 3 first, and then you're free to do whatever you want. Go to section 7, 8 and 9 and start playing those cool songs, or learn a little bit more about music theory in section 4, 5 and 6. That's entirely up to you, but make sure to watch section 1, 2 and 3. That's all I want to say right now. So that's enough boring talk about the entire course. For now, let's start with lesson 1 in section 1. Okay, so welcome to your very first lesson. In this lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about the white keys and the black keys on the piano, and we're basically going to take a look at the basic layout. Okay, now before we go any further, I need to tell you that this is not my entire piano, okay? The video cuts off here and also here. Alright, that's actually another 4 keys here. Look, this is the last one you can see, and then we've got another 4 keys. And right here, we've got another 4 keys as well. Okay, the reason I cut that off is because it makes the rest of the piano a little bit bigger, and we rarely ever play these notes anyway. But I think it's good to know. So if you're looking at your piano and you go like, mine looks different, then that's probably why. Another reason could be that my piano has 88 keys, which is the normal amount of keys for any piano. A grand piano, wall piano, or even one like this, which is a digital piano. Now there's also other pianos out there with less amount of keys, like for instance around 60 or 40. If you've got a piano like that, it doesn't matter. You can still watch the entire course. It really doesn't matter at all. But if you don't have a piano yet for some reason, and you want to buy one, make sure to get an 88 key piano, okay? Because it will allow you to play more pieces because your piano is just bigger. So a piano has 88 keys, out of which a bunch of them are white keys and a bunch of them are black keys. Now I know this might sound stupid, but I want you to take a close look to the difference between the white and the black keys. The white keys are wider than the black keys. If you take a look at this key for instance, you can clearly see it's a little bit thicker than this one, okay? Also, they're joining each other, okay? There's nearly no space between them, whereas the black keys, there is some space, and you can actually use that to put your fingers in if you're playing weird chords like that, okay? Now, this may seem insignificant, but there's a couple of things that will occur because of this. For instance, if you play this on the white keys, you have to pay attention that the flash of your thumb and pinky doesn't touch any of the other keys like that, or like this, okay? If you do that on the black, it's a lot easier because you can go quite low with your hand and it won't touch anything else. And also the distance between the notes, if you play these two for instance, or these two, the distance right here is just that little bit shorter than here. So these are a couple of significant differences between the black notes and the white notes. It doesn't really matter, I just want to point it out to you because I want to be thorough. So now that you basically know what the piano looks like and what the main differences are between the white and the black keys when it comes to the look of them and the feel of them a little bit, we're going to start talking about dividing the piano into different sections. And we do that because you want to be able to navigate on the piano. I want you to take a look at the white keys only, okay? And I want you to try and navigate. Now it's difficult because they're all white and they all pretty much look the same, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut up the piano into different pieces, like that. Now I don't want you to pay attention to the keys that aren't colored, okay? We've got a section here, 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 and there. For the rest, I don't want you to pay attention to it because they're not fully shown on the video, remember? So we've basically got 5 segments right now, okay? And what I want you to start seeing is that all of these 5 segments are exactly the same. We start on a white note, and then we've got a black note, white, black, white, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, and then we've got the next color, okay? And I hope you can clearly see that all of these segments are exactly the same. Okay, so this is how we divide the piano into parts of 7 white notes, up until there, and then another 7 right there, another 7, etc. So all I want you to remember right now is that we can divide the entire piano into 7 white keys a pop. Okay, 7 white keys, 7, 7, 7, 7. And we will see why when we're going to name the keys in section 2. For now, let's take a look at lesson 2, where we're going to discuss something weird about black keys.